Touch the right hind. Ask him to lengthen it out all the way around the oval. Now collect the left hind. Collect your trot. Use that hip to sit down more. Good. Collect it a little bit more. Ask him to sit down on that right hind. That's it. So we're really asking him to flex and get more activity on the inside hind leg. There we go. There we go. And lengthen your trot around the whole ring here. Yeah, give you push left, right, all the way around. That's it, as much as you can right now. Good, good. Good. Now start thinking a turn on the forehand. Don't really do it. Just think it and bring his right hind under him more, get more flexibility in it, and then ask him to break to walk on his left hind foot. So with the right rein, you're touching and giving a little bit as that shoulder comes in the air as you touch with your right leg. As his left hind's in the ground, you touch and sit on it. So it's just a timing of alternating. So you're helping him understand what to do with those hind legs. Is this making sense to you guys, or am I covering too much too soon? A little confused? Okay, let me kind of explain this, break it down what I'm doing now, okay? What I'm trying to do with the horse is keep the shoulders parallel. What the horse wants to do when you touch the right rein, let's say, they want to lean that shoulder into the right rein. They don't think about bending the rib. So one of the first things they need to learn is when you touch that right rein, they need to bend the rib here. They need to follow you like this. What that does is it starts to set him up to take his right hind up under his center. See, if I take my right hind just this far, it doesn't really bend any of my joints, and it doesn't work my back. But if I take that right hind here, look at how much I have to bend these joints, and it stretches my back right there. So by bending this horse through here like this, he has to learn to give his joints and then push off his left. Give the joints and push. So we can start to teach the horse, give the joints here, push forward. Or we can teach him, give the joints here, now push the shoulders around to the right. Or whatever it is you want to do. But you work those diagonals in the horse to get the horse to turn in whatever maneuver you're doing. Does that help you understand? Then one day, we don't need to cross the hind foot anymore. We go like this, and the horse does this. He's ready to canter off right, or turn right, or whatever you want to do on the right side. So we're breaking it down for the horse for him to understand that. Okay, I know that's kind of covering a lot of country really quick here, but do you understand how we're using those 7 aids? Let's break them down for you now that the horse is a little more relaxed, okay? So just standing there, can you ask him for the down aids, and let's see if he can take his head and neck down to stretch his back forward. There. So all it is a touch left to right, and he should start to release his back. He likes that one, obviously. Okay? Let's see if we can bring him up a little bit. So you posture yourself up, and you touch the corners of the horse's mouth. We move away from the tongue and gum, we go to the corners. And we just sit proud, and we touch him with our legs a little bit, and we see if we can bring that head and neck up. Shorten your range a little bit, have a little more contact. Touch his ribs a little with your legs. A little more, little more, little more. Touch him, there. See him come up? So when he comes up, what happened to the hindquarters? Anybody notice?
Came under him.
Okay.
Came under him.
Watch him when he's not coming up. You watch him, he's trying to push himself back with the front quarters. But as he starts to come up, he shifts that weight back to his hips and starts to push himself forward. Let's try that again. Okay? Just posture, take a hold of the corners of the mouth really lightly, touch him with your legs. See him go down? See, he's trying to go down. See him push back with those front legs? He just locked her out in his back, see? So we counter that by touching with the legs and asking him to lift his ribs up. Keep going, keep going. There. See the difference? So whether you're going forward, left, right, or backward, the horse should be doing that from the hindquarters. That's what we're starting to help them understand. Okay, now the bending aid.
It's okay, I'll save it.
Okay, so let's do a right bend, being the horse is that way. So all she's going to do with her body is start to turn her body this way, like this. That'll open up the bit to the left from here to there. Now, see, he's wanting to follow his shoulders with that, isn't he? So what Cass needs to do is get her weight over here a little bit and help her with the outside rein, because you want the inclination, the weight of the horse there to come out this side. There you go. And think about lifting his right shoulder and putting weight on his left hip. Let's see if you can bring that right shoulder forward and right there. Good. Now let him go straight. Once you think about that again, now we see this is a common problem with every horse I've ever met. Okay? When you touch that right rein, or the left rein really, they want to put the weight on this right shoulder. So as she starts to touch that, this foot wants to go into the ground at the back. Because they're more contracted on the right side, they're stiffer on their left. I don't know why, it doesn't matter, that's what we got to deal with. So as you bend the horse to the right, what I want you thinking of doing is taking this shoulder and placing that foot over in front of this one. So you got to think of that with your chest and your hip. Your hip is this shoulder, your chest is this chest. Okay? So there you go. There, see? Now let him relax again. Now we're going to try that again. Think about lifting that shoulder up. Oh, see where that shoulder went? Yeah.
Down into the ground.
Use your hip and use that right leg to help that shoulder step over there. See, step backwards. That's better there. There. So by doing that maneuver right there, which is sort of a leg yield, kind of, okay? We're teaching that horse when we touch that right rein, pick that shoulder up. Pick that shoulder up. So let's do that again. Let's go back to the exercise we was doing a little earlier. The right flexion, turn your horse around the hindquarters to your right. Then you're going to keep that right flexion and try to turn the horse to the right around your hindquarters. You with me? So we're going to really pick that right shoulder up by counterflexing the horse and getting that right shoulder to step forward and around. So I want you thinking about placing that right front foot to the horse's left nostril with your body. Your hands just stabilize and support. That's it. Good. Feel that? Now you're going to switch your diagonals and ask for a turn on the haunch. Use your right leg and still step that shoulder out around to the horse's right nostril now. And see if you can keep that same step in that right shoulder. Oops, the horse fell over a little. Did you feel that? Uh-oh. Lost you forward. Did you feel what happened?
I lost the second part of that. I got the
Yeah,
first
so you're
part,
taking
but
him
not
this
the
way,
second. And I don't know
and then
if you said
switch
it
him
wrong.
going this way.
You said the
Okay.
right front to the
Turn
right
on.
nostril, but I don't
You
know
know,
if you said
I
it
won't
wrong.
get into the terms here. Okay? It's a turn on the haunch both ways, one with a reverse flexion, one with true flexion, okay?
So the one who was
Now step that right
But I don't
front
think you
out
did
and
say it
around,
wrong. I
out
think
and
you
around.
said it
That's
right.
it. Keep it stretching out and around to that right nostril. Now switch directions, keeping the same flexion. And step that right front around in front of that left front over to the horse's left nostril.
Okay. Yep.
See where he's struggling? Yeah, really get that foot stretching and touching. Don't bend him too deep. You got too much bend, not enough flexion. The horse needs to be a little more collected, not bent. Touch with the right leg every step. That's it. When you want that right front foot to move over, touch with that right leg. Help that horse stretch that shoulder out. And turn and turn. There. Feel how smooth that got? Now switch. Turn to the right. Turn on haunch.
But keep the flexion the
Keep the
same way.
forward momentum. Keep the forward momentum. Keep that right front shoulder stepping out and around. Keep the horse bent around your right leg. That's it. Pick that right shoulder up and step it over. That's it. Keep your flexion. Keep your flexion. To the right. To the right. Now trot out on a circle right. Trot out on a circle right. Trot. Right there. Trot. There. See, so we built the trot by doing the turn on the foot
And he
haunch.
didn't bounce.
Got the horse ready to trot in the hindquarters by doing that maneuver. Okay? You think he's okay to canter a little bit in here? Huh? It's okay, don't worry about it. Okay,
What'd she say?
start
She said,
thinking
"Do you
about a
wanna
little
ride
shoulder
him?"
in. So you're going to bring the right
I
hind
know.
under
He's a
center,
nice horse.
Yeah.
He's a very nice horse.
and you're going to bring the left front over to the horse's right. Oh, that's okay too, counter shoulder. That's all right, do that, do that. That's all right. Do it again. Flex that left hind. Get him to set down on his right hind. That's it, that's it. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. That's it. Now bring the horse to straight with the right flexion and increase your trot. You need to push off that right hind. Good. Now flex him to the right. Do a little shoulder in right. Flex the right hind under him. Get him to set a little bit more on that left hind. Activate the right hind a little bit more. Touch and give with your leg every step of the right hind. Support with your left leg. And keep the horse forward. Touch and give, touch and give, touch and give. Keep him soft in the right rein. That's it. Keep those muscles soft. Keep the yield aid working. There you go. Get a little more activity in those hindquarters. There. Now as he sets his right hind foot down in the ground, come to halt. And keep him in collected frame at halt. Oh, what happened right there?
Raised up.
Yeah. So how come that transpired? What was the cause?
Did he stop on the wrong step?
Huh?
I don't know. Did
He
he?
contracted his back.
Oh yeah.
So when you went into your halt, he contracted his back against your hand, and he didn't do the yielding aid. Right? So did you pull on him or did you halt him? I did. I thought so too. Okay, let's try it again. So I want you to think about really riding his hips down to halt. Okay? That's it. Get that left hip really active under you. Touch and give with that left rein and left leg. Keep him soft with your right leg. Keep him soft with your right rein. Set him down on that outside hip with your left rein. Hang in there. Touch him with your leg when he does that. There. There. Good, good, good. Now bring that down to walk with his right hind. Keep him soft through his back. Don't let him. Yeah, there, there. Back to trot. Yes, always think about your back, your seat, your legs, controlling the hindquarters for those transitions. There we go. And he's ready to canter right. There. Now let that trot out. Touch him with your right leg, left leg. Good. Now bring him back to collected trot again. Lift that inside shoulder. Keep him soft. Keep him. That's it. Whenever he contracts that back and he doesn't give to your yield aids, you work on that. Keep your flexion, keep your yield aid. Then there you go, change the pace of the gait. That's it. There. Help him sit down on his hips just a little bit more with your seat and back. Touch and give, touch and give. See that right hind starting to bend more? Help him sit on his hips more. That's it. Keep your flexion to the right. Think his shoulder forward. So we're thinking about taking his right hind under him a little bit more and his left shoulder to the right a little more. Get a little more flexion of his rib cage. Keep him, keep working, keep his muscles soft. Keep him soft. Bring that down into collected walk. Use his outside hind foot as his braking action, just like you use it for his pushing forward action. Try and keep almost that 2-beat rhythm into walk. Slower walk, more collected. Keep his right hind activated, just like you did in the trot. You're just doing it at walk now. Activate the right hind. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Feel that? Now push him in the trot off the outside hind foot. Too much aid. Did you feel that? Yeah, you went too strong with your right leg and you went to your spur actually. Good. Keep your right flexion. Good. Good. Bring that left hind to halt now. Sit on his hips. Touch and give on the reins to keep him soft through his body. There. Don't let him halt if he does not stay soft. Good. You guys understand what I mean by soft in his body? So when she's touching with her fingers like that, his muscles should be yielding to her. So it's not necessarily stop or back up. They need to have that yield in the stop and back up, just like they do in forward motion. Because those muscles soften and not getting hard against you and trying to get a hold of you and take you or back away from you. It's like holding hands. Okay? Try the other side. Nice job, Cass. Did you see a canter in there? There was a canter there, wasn't there?
That one there.
Okay?
Yay, Cass.
Nice.
That's it. Working trot. Let him stretch out a little bit. Let him have his neck a little bit more, with more stride. There we go. Let him loosen up his back a little bit. Not think so heavy for a moment. Good. Now start your left flexion and collect that trot. Think a shoulder forward. So bring that left hind under his center a little bit more. The right front over to the left a little more. That's it. Yep. You really watch his flexion. Keep your flexion. It's always balance, rhythm, movement. Anytime you lose a horse's balance, you regain it. That's the way. Yep. That's it. Can you keep that 2-beat rhythm right down to almost a 2-beat walk? Keep thinking. You want him searching with those hips. Keep him searching all the way down into walk. Take your time. That's it. There you go.
Good job.
Get those hind feet searching for trot again and then trot. Collect a trot. That's it. See the flexibility going on in those hips now? There you go. And you're almost empty off. Oh, very nice. That's your canter part right there. We're not going to do that today, but okay. Thank you, Cass. Nice job.
Yay, Cass.
Any questions, guys?
Where's your question? I think he kind of answered it. It was not that long.
No
10-minute
questions?
thing. It took you 15
So I was
minutes.
really
to-
boring, or I taught you really well. I'm not sure which.
Questions always come after.
Well, I'll be around for the next year, so if you come up with any. Yes. Yeah, we've worked, I don't know, what, 5 times maybe, Cass?
Yeah, probably
I think
4 or
about
5.
5 times in the last 5 months. Yeah. Something like that.
Where are you giving lessons here in Klamath? Clay?
I do lessons at KEC.
How often do you
I
come to
come-
Klamath?
I come about once a month.
There's a sign-up sheet if you'd like to
Oh,
let us
very
know.
nice, thank you. She has a
Address
sign-up sheet if
Yes.
anybody's interested in finding out about our clinics here.
Hello.
And what we're doing here is 1-hour sessions, private sessions.
And it's on the KEC website.
KEC website,
And Clay's
or my website, Clayrite Horsemanship. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
I thought, come on, Clay.
Oh, you know me, I work horses. Okay, there is some business cards we have. Jenny over there in the pink shirt, she can give you a business card if you're interested in it. Cass, that was a wonderful job. Thank you very much.
Yay, Cass.
That was some of your best trot work so far, too.
Yay, Smarty.
Yeah,
Yes,
Smarty.
Smarty.
Nice horse. Well, thank you all. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.